Nurturing students' career development one piece of art at a time is the slogan we have created for DevelopArt. DevelopArt is a web-based platform solely for high school and college students interested in promoting their artwork and selling their creations. Students in the art, design, or fashion schools can register with their school accounts and set up their profile page for other sellers and buyers to browse and communicate, similar to a social media environment. Next, I'm going to introduce the team. My name is Krista Stevens, and I'm the Chief Financial Officer.
I'm Juan Ross. I'm the Chief Executive Officer.
Hi, I'm QianHui Ma. I'm Chief Marketing Officer.
I'm Jack Goeben, and I'm the Chief Information Officer.
Hello, my name is Yuchen. I'm the Chief Operating Officer.
DevelopArt's mission is to encourage and nurture students' creativity, allowing them to connect with buyers and jumpstart their career in the arts. With our platform, not only are students able to sell their creations, but they're also able to connect with employers and network for future career opportunities, showing that we are truly dedicated to the success and development of the students and their career development. Since our platform has both buyers and sellers, our team has identified two main problems in the market. The first is that artwork on our competitors' sites, including Etsy and Artfinder, are made by professionals and are sold at high prices. We have found that our target market, young consumers in their 20s and 30s, are looking for unique pieces of artwork, but at lower prices. For the students, they often find it hard time standing out amidst professional artists on our competitors' sites. Our solution to these two problems was the creation of DevelopArt. In regards to the students, DevelopArt is the only platform solely for high school and college students to sell their creation and establish their personal brand. DevelopArt narrows the pool of competition for these students, for they are only competing with others in their age group. Since our products are sold by students, exorbitant prices will not be charged, and our site will appeal to buyers looking for unique pieces but are not able or willing to spend high amounts on them. And next, Yuchen will talk about revenue drivers.
Thank you, Krista. So here at DevelopArt, our main revenue drivers are composed of three major components: the buyers, the sellers, and company talent acquisition through 4 different channels. For the buyers, we charge a service fee per transaction, and we'll also host monthly flash auctions to promote and sell specifically selected products to engage with our users. For the sellers, we charge them with monthly membership fee as well, and a 20 to 30% commission fee per transaction. From the companies, our intention is to build a positive relationship and make the student sellers' reputation stand out on the market for them in the future. These companies will be able to sign up and pay a monthly fee to be able to connect with the students and potentially offer them internship or jobs. These 3 parties together compose a sustainable operation cycle for us. The buyers offer extra income and potential reputation build-up opportunities to the student sellers in exchange for lower price, high quality, and original artworks to fulfill their needs of that. During this process, the companies will be able to discover those talented students artists and get in touch with them for further employment opportunities. Next section is our operation plans. So our operation plans are separated into 2 parts, the front end and the back end. In the back end, our concentration are on human resource and technology research and development. Our human resource is important to us because we're focusing on student artists, and we'll keep reaching out to them, making sure that the supply matches with the demand and providing necessary training and instruction to them in prior. Our R&D is the part I'll be discussing in the next section, but utilizing our technology like user interface optimization and user experience optimization are pretty crucial to us. In the front end, our main emphasis are operations and marketing and sales. So our top 3 priorities are to ensure transaction safety, inspection on the quality of our works, and provide shipping info and instructions to the vendor. And for marketing and sales, since we have 2 different target markets, we will be reaching out to campus communities and as well as those elder person, reaching out to communities which appreciate arts and meanwhile supporting career development of art and fashion education. Next part is our technology. We will be using AR, which stands for augmented reality. So we will be implementing that to our mobile app in the near future. This will allow our users to preview the products they're buying without going to gala or salon, but still seeing the artworks 360 degrees through the camera. Just facing the camera to the surface they're placing on the artworks at, without physically touching it, you could get every details of the artwork. Next, I'm passing to Amanda for our next section.
Thank you, Yuchen. So our next step is to figure out who our target customers are and what they really need. To do that, we have conducted two primary research regarding both sellers and buyers. First, we conducted long interview with 10 potential student sellers and asked questions regarding their willingness to sell, to pay for our service, as well as the ideal selling price. During those interviews, one thing we found very encouraging is that 9 out of 10 interviewees have to donate or throw away the majority of their artwork at the end of each semester, while the outliers major is film and does not include any physical artwork. 10 out of 10 interviewees expressed their willingness to sell. Out of 10 interviewees, 9 are willing to pay from $5 to $10 as a monthly fee to such service. The ideal selling price range for 90% interviewees are between $45 to $120, with one outlier asking for $200. Lastly, 10 out of 10 interviewees would like a potential job offer while selling their artwork. Next, we send out our surveys to potential buyers. So overall, we got 265 participants in total. The results showed that price is the most important factor when it comes to purchasing artwork, followed by creativity and reputation of artwork. In terms of purchasing frequency, 50% of the participants have recently purchased the artwork in 1 month or less. 75% of the participants feel comfortable buying art online. And lastly, 70% of the participants would like to buy from a website where art students are the only art creator. Next, Sean is going to talk more about the target market.
Thank you, Amanda. When discussing our target market for our unique platform, it was imperative to look at both sides of the revenue-producing spectrum. Since sellers are between the ages of 14 to 22, there's an innate focus to promote the value of building their portfolio. This portfolio would assist the artist to pique the interest of potential buyers, as well as make them some well-earned money. With regards to the buyers' target segments, we divided up the intended demographics to younger consumers who prioritize the low prices, but also desire to specialize in one-of-a-kind dynamic for their artwork purchases, and to older adults over the age of 50 who also demand the distinctive masterpieces but have more disposable income. Thus, they're more willing to extend their support for students and their talent development. Technological advances have strengthened the credibility of online retailers and has made the buying process more user-friendly, especially for our target market of adults over 50. A large portion of our target market uses social media for a variety of reasons, and it is one simple yet effective way to communicate our brand and services to the public. Along with that, it is free for all members of DevelopArt to promote our company online, of course. Building off of that, to get more viewership on our posts, we can pay for our ads on social media as being promoted, so more people will be able to see it on websites like Twitter and Facebook. We will base our marketing campaigns to sellers through personal selling in the colleges by using campus ambassadors. The majority of the rest will be based on media advertising so we can reach out to as many potential customers as possible. Moving along, DevelopArt operates in the art dealers industry. The art dealers industry has fairly high margins and is mainly made up of professional artists. In the last 5 years, the dramatic trend towards increasing online sales has contributed to increased profit margins of 6.9% in 2014, all the way up to 12.1% in 2019. So there is certainly a great potential to grow large sales in this industry. Many of the larger players follow high-cost or boutique models that limit their selling opportunities and open the door for smaller or individually operated vendors to promote their services and products. Main competitors in the non-auction setting include Etsy, Artfinder, and Shopify. As online sales continue to dominate the market, the art dealer industry will become more and more globalized. In terms of going forward, as you can see by the timeline, we have some immediate goals for the first year. For April, we'd love to incorporate DevelopArt as a C Corp and register our trademark. By June, we'd like to conduct market research and seek out investors. September, we set up a payroll system and hire our team members. And in October, we conduct usability testing of the website and begin holding info sessions in schools and colleges. And by 2021, we would launch our website and begin accepting student submissions. But moving past that, for year 2 and for the future, we'd like to research and transition to a global seller base. We'd like to conduct more market research for art students globally. By year 3, we want to begin to transition actually to a global platform as well. We want to analyze industry connections and reach out to more companies to add them to our network. By year 4, we want to increase our flash auctions in order to strengthen our profit margins and thus efficiency. And we'd also like to segue into selling products on our website at charity galas to raise money for various causes. Ultimately, by year 5, we'd like to analyze sales in order to forecast our year 6 numbers. So as you can see, we want to grow, expand, and become more efficient until people are developing art on our platform globally. Now I'm going to pass it to Amanda, who's going to discuss our break-even analysis.
Thank you, Sean. We come up with this break-even analysis using our sales forecast of year 1. So we estimated our fixed cost to be $364,000, which includes primarily the employee's salary, marketing expenses, and website development fees. In addition, as Yuchen mentioned earlier, we have 4 revenue drivers to help us achieve break-even. We have sales from seller membership fees, sales from commission and service fees, sales from flash auctions, and finally sales from company membership fees. In this break-even chart, we can see that DevelopArt will break even in quarter 3 of year 1, when we have approximately 1,500 registered sellers, 4,600 regular transactions, 2,300 flash auction transactions, and finally 110 companies. Next, Jack is going to talk more about our financial highlights.
Thank you, Amanda. So, as Amanda was saying, we anticipate reaching our break-even point in just the 3rd quarter of year 1, generated by a number of different revenue drivers. And based on our income statement, we calculated that the total revenue after 4 years of DevelopArt will be about $6.95 million. We came up with projections over the years, starting for the first year, we will bring in about $38,000 a month, and that number just gradually goes up over time and eventually accumulates to that $6.95 million after 4 years. So after taking into account our expenses, it comes out to a net income of $3.92 million after 4 years, which equates to the profit. So now I'll be going into the financial needs of the company. So in order to maintain the minimum cash reserve of $200,000, we are asking for cash infusions from an angel investor. So we will need $200,000 at the beginning of DevelopArt, and then following that, we will be taking monthly cash infusions to cover costs such as rent, utilities, and marketing advertising expenses that need to be paid up front. So as I said earlier, over the course of those 4 years, we estimate a net income of $3.9 million. And based on those numbers, we have come to an agreement that for the $413,000 from the angel investor, that we will give them 15% equity in DevelopArt. So that 15% equity will be issued in the form of common stock. So DevelopArt has a stock price of $25 a share. So we will issue 23,541 shares of DevelopArt common stock for that cash infusion. So we came up with that by calculating how much that infusion would be as a percentage of the net income. And we came up with that being about 9.5%. So we will issue 15% just as a gratuity for covering those upfront costs and then paying them back over time. So with the creation of DevelopArt, we are trying to help students with career development as artists, as well as better the art community by giving a platform for art students to thrive. And we believe DevelopArt can play a big role in the future of art students. All right, thank you for listening. That's a wrap.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.